Hello, my name is Dale Wilhite. I'm right now living near Panama City, Florida for the moment. If you want to find out anything about me, go to MySpace or Facebook or Twitter where I have accounts. This here deals with St. Matthew chapter 2, and it deals with the birth of Jesus and primarily the wise men. I'm going to clear up a few myths here, which a lot of people think is scriptural when it is not. A lot of some of the myths come actually from the movies like Jesus of Nazareth, which is a favorite movie of mine. But there's a lot of things in that movie that are not scripturally accurate, and a lot of other stuff comes from beliefs about the birth of Jesus and the wise men comes from storybooks, and it comes from churches, Protestant and Catholic, that are teaching things that is not really scriptural. Well, it's definitely scriptural. Let me read the first verse of chapter 2 of St. Matthew. Now, when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem. Well, a lot of people believe that the wise men were traveling from Persia to Bethlehem, actually to Jerusalem first into Bethlehem. And in the movies like Jesus of Nazareth, it shows them going across on camels and and camping out and all that stuff. That never happened. Not in that order. All it says is that there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem. It doesn't say they just came from the east to Jerusalem. Keep that in mind. Just like people ask me sometimes where I'm from. Okay, I'm from Las Vegas. It doesn't mean I just came from Las Vegas, but I'm from Las Vegas. You see? So the thing about the wise men from Persia, that's not accurate. Okay, notice this here, saying, where is he that is born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east, and are come to worship him. Well, there's your second, there's more evidence there to back it up, that these wise men didn't just come from Persia, as some scholars claim. Now, they may have originated out of Persia or modern-day Iran today, but but they didn't come just from there. The proof is that Iran, Persia, is to the east of Bethlehem. If they were just coming from Persia to Bethlehem, or to actually Jerusalem, it would have been to their west. Okay, when did they find Jesus? Did they find him in the manger? No. The Bible never taught that they found Jesus in the manger. You go down to the 11th verse, and it says this, speaking of the wise men. And when they would come into the house, the key word is house, they saw the young child, Jesus, with Mary his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented him gifts, gold, and frankincense, and myrrh. He was in a house, not in the manger. Okay? Now, when did they find Jesus? At what age did he actually, did they find him, and eventually had to leave to get out before Herod killed him? 7th verse. I'm going to go to the 7th verse to the 10th verse. Then Herod, when he had privately called the wise men, inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared, and sent them to Bethlehem, which is not far from Jerusalem, and said, go and search diligently for the young child, and when ye have found him, bring me word again, that I may come and worship him also. Of course, he wanted to kill him. When they had heard the king, they departed, and lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them, till it came and stood over where the young child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced and were extremely great joy. And then that goes where they come into the house. Here's the proof that Jesus was probably about 2 years old. Go to the 16th verse. Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men, you'd have to read the rest to get to this part. Understand what I'm actually saying here. Was exceedingly wroth, and sent forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem, and in all the coasts thereof, from 2 years old and under, according to the times which he had diligently inquired of the wise men. Herod was killing off children 2 years and under to make sure that he got Jesus, because it had been almost 2 years since he had talked to the wise men when they said they had saw the star in the east. Jesus was never in the manger when the wise men appeared, or he was not in the manger when the wise men appeared, or whatever. That's just not accurate. And every Christmas, again, you see all these ornaments, you see all the manger, Mary, Joseph, the shepherds, and the wise men. Well, the wise men were never there. It's just simple as that. I'm just trying to clear up something that people continue to believe is scriptural when it's not. It's not that big of a deal, really. But the fact of the matter is that these wise men is just an invention, by I think it's some people have given them names and stuff. I don't know if it's a Vatican did it or who, but they don't. Nobody knows what their names was. Nobody knows where they came from. And again, the fact that they saw the star in the east means they were west at the time they were seeing that. They saw the star, not to the east. They just originated possibly out of Persia, but it didn't mean they just came from Persia. That's simply all it is. It's just a little simple thing I wanted to clear up because, again, I'm 50 years old, and all my life I've been hearing people talk about these things. They just have this belief that the wise men were traveling from Persia. They believed that the wise men were at the manger, and they saw Jesus right after he was born. Those things are not scriptural. Read it yourself. Just read the 2nd chapter of St. Matthew, and you come to your own conclusions. That's all this is. I'm just trying to clarify something that's this I hear from time to time. I thought it needed to be clarified. Anyway, thank you for your time. Again, I'm not a scholar. I'm not an expert. I'm just trying to clear up some things. And hopefully, if it interests you, you'll look it up and learn from it. Thank you for your time.